Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you're looking to step up your Figma game and design tables that not only look great but also respond to user interactions using cell variants, then you are in exactly the right place. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to create a fully responsive table cell in Figma, complete with hover effects and color variants that you can easily reuse in your own projects. Whether you're building dashboards, data views, or interactive prototypes, this is an essential UI skill you'll want to have in your toolkit. Let's jump right in and walk through this together, step by step. First, go ahead and open up Figma. Doesn't matter if you're in a file you're already working on or if you'd like to start fresh, just make sure you've got a workspace ready. It's really that simple. Once Figma is open, the first thing we're going to do is create the content for one of our table cells. Select the text tool and type something like Cell 1. Now, to make things visually distinct, go ahead and set the fill color of your text to green. This helps us keep things organized visually and immediately highlights that this is a special type of cell. Think of it as laying down the label on a post-it note so you know what you're working with. Next, it's time to give the cell some structure. Add a shape behind your text. Usually, a rectangle works perfectly for this since it echoes the look of a traditional table cell. Resize it so it frames the text nicely with a little padding on all sides. Now, this is a key step. Don't just have your text floating above the shape. Select both your text and the rectangle, then group them. Grouping these elements together lets you move, resize, and style the cell as a cohesive unit, just like you'd expect from a real spreadsheet cell. With your cell grouped, let's turn it into a component. Components are powerful because they allow you to reuse your work across multiple places in your file and keep everything consistent. Select the grouped cell and create a component. Think of it almost like telling Figma, hey, this design pattern is important. Save it for me. You'll see a purple outline appear and your component is now ready for the next big trick, variants. Variants are where the real interactivity magic happens. With your component selected, click to add a variant. Now you have two versions of your cell living together. Change the color of the cell text in the new variant to yellow. Why? This will act as our highlight state, like when a user hovers their mouse over a table cell and it changes to let them know it's clickable. This visual feedback is so important for user experience. Let's wire this up. Jump over to the Prototype tab in Figma, here where we add interactions. Click on your green-white background cell and set up a trigger while hover. Connect this interaction to the yellow cell variant. What this means is, anytime someone hovers over this cell in a prototype, Figma will automatically flip to the variant and change the appearance. For users, it just feels smooth and natural. Now make sure you set up the mouse leave interaction as well, which will bring the cell back from yellow to green once the mouse moves away. This back and forth helps mimic real interactions, making your prototypes feel polished and realistic. Almost there, time to test it out. Go to your Assets panel, find your new table cell component and drag it into a frame. Frames are like your canvas for arranging components into a design. Set it up like you might see in a real table. Once it's in place, hit Present to preview. Hover over those cells and watch as your variants and interactions kick in. Congratulations. You've just made a fully interactive, responsive table cell in Figma, and that's really all there is to it. Remember, this approach is super flexible. You can duplicate your components, adjust colors, or add more interactions to fit your project. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Leave any questions or ideas you have down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials just like this one. Thanks for watching and happy designing.